you know how everyone's always like, well, back in the day, the Greek statues were actually cool. Like they were covered in colors. They were dank or whatever. Was this dank too? Was it like neon back then and it just faded?
You know what I really like in this painting is you have like the little brown spot on his shirt, like the light goes through the liquor and
Oh,
then on his
there
shirt.
is from that's from the thing. Wow.
That's like a light spot, but it's the light goes through the liquid.
Yeah, well, that proves it's not very good whiskey. You know, that transparent. I don't know. That's something someone would say. That would be like a good thing in like a murder mystery where, you know, the killer is found because the whiskey casts a light shadow thing that's the color that no other, you know, the he would never drink that whiskey that would cast that shadow. So it must have been fake thing or whatever. Encyclopedia Brown. Okay, let me point. On this episode of the Capsule 21 podcast, we discussed alcohol in the traditional art world and in the CryptoPunk art world. We took a look at the new Capsule 21 website and explored its many pages. We talked about copyright in general and in the context of Andy Warhol and a recent Supreme Court decision. And we talked about AI and what people looking at AI next week will look like when they pass us. So we're here, we're live. You're watching this on Twitch. Congratulations. You are the first to congratulate us, and we won't forget it. Welcome to the Capsule 21 podcast. I'm Middlemarch. My co-host today is Piv, and we are talking today about the traditional art world through the lens of drinking. And they were doing it in 1500. People, it's Friday today. Thank goodness it's Capsule 21. That's what I always say on Friday. And we want to walk you through in great detail the history of besottedness, that's a way of saying being drunk, in art history, and tie it together to a new project. The title of this podcast's provisional title is Sip and Sell, the Buzzed Bridge from Botticelli to Blockchain. It was created by OpenAI with very little prompting, and it captures exactly what we're about here today. Capsule 21, we're about sipping and selling. So if you like selling, if you like to sip, if it's Friday where you're watching this, if you want to congratulate us, please Capsule 21 on Twitch, twitch.tv/Capsule 21 podcast. If you have items that you think could be cool to cover, you can drop them in the chat, and we're just going to run with it. So welcome, and welcome to my co-host, Piv, who set all this stuff up. Basically, he did the background. He got this thing on the screen. The boy, 1560. Wow. So what else was going on in 1560?
What else was going? Yeah, we should ask ChatGPT, I think.
Oh, I'm asking a good thing. So essentially, in 1560, the way you would do it, and this is, by the way, if you were rich, like if you're watching this and you're rich right now and you know who you are, like you've got it pretty good. Think about if you were rich in 1560. And this is ChatGPT, and I quote, "In the 16th century, methods for dealing with human waste vary depending on the region and social class. The wealthy, here's the rich part, the wealthy, particularly royalty, might have had garderobes, which were private rooms with a seat over a hole that led outside. Waste would fall down a shaft and be disposed of in a moat or a cesspit." You look at this beauty, and you think about what was going on in the world. It was totally different, and yet the same appetite for beauty. So almost even more poignant then. Like that's when people were really, you know, there's no bathroom in the guy's studio. Would you agree, Pip? Like, you want to know what the majority of people did? This is actually unbelievable. I'm surprised I've never looked this up. It's actually disgusting. Okay, here, ready. The majority of people. The majority of people, however, here we go. We know, see that, however, relied on more rudimentary means. Many used chamber pots, which is just like a pot, I guess, which was emptied into cesspits or onto the street. Some towns, there were latrines, and anyway, it's completely disgusting. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what was the furthest back year where indoor plumbing would be at all recognizable? Oh, wow. It's hitting me. Oh my God. Okay, we don't have to look at this. This is really basically saying in ancient Egypt, it was pretty good. So anyway, thanks, ChatGPT. You know what I meant. I'm sorry. I'm a very, Euro, I'm looking at it from like Eurocentric tradition. Sorry, that because this is art of that tradition. Okay, so what else do we have here? Oh, well, give us some backstory on this, Piv. Like, what is the what is the story behind this painting? Why are we looking at it first?
Well, I think I just came across it now also, but I think it's sort of a new movement where this guy was more interested in normal stuff or not like a nobleman, but paint a smaller normal man.
So just like a normal scene. I mean,
After it was much more, how do you call this, noblemen and kings and that kind of thing.
yeah, fancy stuff. Well, they were paying, right? I don't know. I've been to a couple art history museums. They're always saying like, well, they were taking, Rembrandt took the commissions or whatever. But so was that Karachi's like, or was that just this painting?
I think it was his memes.
Dope. And so, and this is alcoholic basically, which is what we're dealing with today. So what else do we have here? So, I think okay, that to me is gross because if you ever get a glass at a restaurant and it has lipstick on it, like that's the most disgusting thing that could ever happen. But objectively speaking, who cares? It's not like that bad. It's not any different from any other like slightly dirty thing. But to me, I don't like it. But this is the thing that kind of put everything together with this podcast episode. So here we have The Drunken Mason by Goya. And are these the same painting? One's like a study or something?
I don't see our shared screen right now.
Uh-oh. Very interesting. Okay. That is fine. What about this? Oh, not working.
No.
This is not good. Okay, what about this? How's this? Okay, back in the game.
Yes.
So we have this, right, which is Goya. So still, I'm sure, terrible bathrooms in 1786. I'll look that up. But talk to me a little about this painting.
It is the same painting. The original is very long and small if you click on it on the right. So that's why I put also a detail in it.
Wait, this is physically the same thing, but one looks way more detailed.
Yeah, it's just a cropping. But the funny thing is, there actually exists a second painting that is called The Injured Mason, and it's the same painting almost, but they're not laughing. and I thought, it's just the wrong title they gave it. Because if you look at it, indeed, you could say it's an injured mason, which would maybe make more sense. But then if you look at the Prado, it's really, there they say, yeah, they are laughing because of the drunk guy. And on the other one, injured mason, which is also in the Prado, they're not laughing, they're just carrying him.
What's going on here? I got to look at this girl again. Okay, here we go. So this is hilarious because this is, this is a little peek into the underbelly, right? Where it's like, you've got to make money. You've got to sip and sell. So turn around, use the exact same painting. Just, this is a great one. It's just literally the same thing. And yet it's so different. But yes, the guy, we compare these two guys. This is a fascinating one. The guy is essentially exactly the same. No, his knees are a little different, but basically exactly the same. It does look rougher though, in a way. Like this one looks like more smoothed over. Like look at this guy's face. It's more like smooth. Whereas over here, it's like, I don't know, but that's very funny. It's so tall.
Yeah.
So amazing. And then that's also a very, it's a very bro painting, like that would be another good theme to explore, like, bros, carrying their friend, like in America, there is a rich bro tradition where under certain circumstances, if you fall asleep, your bro might like write on your face or do something bad to you. And it's like considered to be okay if you are asking for it or whatever. Bro tradition, it's very rich, so it's hard to like sum up here. But I wonder if there's any paintings of that. What else do we have here?
I saw that someone commented under this drunk mason.
We got a comment?
Yeah, there was a comment about, I didn't look it up yet, but Andre Rubiev.
Yes, good call. We should look this up. That's funny. Let that be a lesson to all of you. Because if you see something on Twitter where someone says something, you don't know what it is, don't just be like, yeah, it's probably good, whatever, I'll move on. You have to look it up. So who is...
Preferably in your podcast. Look it up.
Yeah, that two birds with one stone. We got to kill. We got to fill the air. So this is, kind of a. Let's just ask ChatGPT. I'm just going to ask. I'm going to say, how might we relate Rublev to The Drunken Mason by Goya? So this is scholarship. Okay, there are a few ways to do it. Artistic purpose. He's spiritual. Okay. Yeah. So basically, I kind of want to show this, but I don't want to reveal my whole backstory here. But it's boring for me just to narrate it, so I'll just do it. Are you seeing my whole backstory here? Oh, I guess I can get rid of.
Yes.
Here we go. There we go. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So essentially, Rublev was idealized, but Goya was not. Artistic styles, different, impact, different. Okay, so they
Not
seem
much about
completely,
drinking.
I'm gonna say, did cover the alcohol or drinking in his work. The other great thing about ChatGPT, you don't have to spelling right.
A monk and
Trinity
an
icon.
icon painter.
Okay. All right. Well, we got bad news. Dude, you better get in the chat and defend yourself, because we are eviscerating your claim by just typing like a couple of words. But the knowledge cut off September 2021. So maybe since then a ton has happened to save your case here. You might be good. I want to die on Mars. Oh, that's a nice name.
I recommend reaching out to a historian.
Yeah. They're all out of work because of you. It's like, what are you talking about? Is that sarcastic? Yeah. Why don't I go talk to a historian and, like, work with a programmer? And they all the historians live on Gumdrop Lane now, actually, in on Lollipop Lane, some of them, and they live in gumdrop houses. It's a fantasy land. Okay, so let's just ask it, to the point. Okay, this is, I think, what you really just have to say.
I think Elon Musk tweeted a meme about like last week's AI.
Yeah, I saw this. Let's put that up.
So it.
I did see it. I thought it was very funny. How do I find? Okay, is it just Elon Musk? His name on this thing? That shows you how little I worry about, like, oh, here we go. That was easy. Share this tab instead. Now, it's a sort of a puzzling meme, because it's like, what is the original version of this? Like, you would expect, typically in these memes, when there are labels, it's taking something out of context, out of the original context. So like, the guy looking backwards to look at the girl, the guy will be labeled like Ethereum, and the girl will be labeled like, ordinals, and the other one will be labeled like NFT culture. It's like labeled to, twist but this doesn't make any sense. Like, of course this is scary. You can't just say, oh, like AI is scary, so let's make it a skeleton. We lost Piv. Oh, that was fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's fine. Just everything's fine. I'll just say, come back. Saying it to him the thing. We might cut this part out later. We might not. Sorry, I had to put this back in the stream. This wasn't even on stream. I have to remember to have it be the same window. It's kind of complicated. So, as I was sort of saying to Piv, you kind of have this issue where he's back in the game. Piv's back.
I'm back, yes.
Damn, seems good. So I don't know how much of that you caught, or whether it's worth spending more time on, but the assertion I was making, yeah.
There was something I wanted to say about it, that you said that it doesn't really make sense, indeed, but at the same time you directly understand what it means or what they want to say.
I think
but indeed, if you think deeper about it, it doesn't really make sense. But
yes, well, the central metaphor here would be that it's a ride. So the people, but they're not really the people using AI this week. The metaphor of the ride would be, I'm so excited to go up this roller coaster, but it's actually going to be bad for me. It's going to kill me and turn me into a skeleton. But they're not using AI. They're just following the news. I guess following the news is a roller coaster of its own. So yeah, you're following it. You're excited to go up the roller coaster, and you see the other people and their skeletons. But they shouldn't be living skeletons. They should have been killed in the metaphor. But yes, I think I did note this and think it was very funny and also uh, and also terrifying. So yeah, I remain an AI doomer. I mean, I think people don't like that anymore. It's like out of style. But all right, so what about this? Let's really just give people 101, The Last Supper. Good call. Now, this sort of sounds like one of those things where, you know how you're saying like this is something educators do, where they'll say like they'll describe like a person who sounds like a bad ass, and then they'll say, and you know who that was? Abraham Lincoln, or you know. And so it's like, if you like drinking as a Mason, what if you had a whole huge party of crazy drinking people, and it was the last one? What would you say? And I say, well, that's the coolest, like, you know, Basquiat painting of all time. No, it's The Last Supper. You know, this is the original. What do you think of this, Piv? What does this make you think of?
Well, it made me think of this movie I saw, which is also called Another Round, a movie by
Another
Winterberg.
round.
Another Round. It's also about drinking. So that's the guys who want to test the theory that all people are born with a deficit of alcohol in their blood.
Ha, that's cute.
So and they have to be, and they are also educators. And there is a part in it where they're talking about he's a history teacher, and then he has drunken a bit, and he's getting really good in the vibes to teach, and he's telling his students about historical people, and they're all indeed very bad. And then there's one good one who's a vegetarian and who's likes to paint, and then he asked, who would you choose to if you have to vote? And of course they all would all vote for the good guy and not for the drunks. But the good guy is Adolf Hitler.
Right. It's a vegetarian. Yeah, that's that. Literally, that's exactly what I am talking about. Like that history professors are always doing this thing, you know, to describe it and make you think it's one way. I can't believe it's in this movie. But yeah, if I were a teacher, I'd do that too. You know, I can't blame them. But it's called Druck, actually.
It's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. With a great final scene.
Okay, please, can we not talk about the final scene, dude? You
I
can't
will not
spoil
talk
it.
about it.
Okay,
Just
good.
great scene.
Well, it has a 7.7, and you know what that means? Something on IMDb. Everything has a 7 on IMDb. This is higher than a 7. But like IMDb was basically created as a website and marketed to people who like to rate things at a. So in the original, it's called Druck to you, or what's the deal? Or is it called to you this other thing? Or this is not Belgian? Or what's the deal here?
No, it's from Denmark.
Denmark, of course. Okay. So right. So the last. So then. Okay. So now back to NFTs. Everyone's favorite topic. Okay, we love these things. They're sort of like art, but you know, collectible. You know, unique. Whatever. They're great. So, what about drunkenness in NFTs? And I am okay. Here we go. What about this?
Yes. This is the day after.
This is the day after. So you are. This is actually brilliant. You know, kind of modernism, because it's like you are asked to remember. You were asked to imagine for yourself what might have happened to, you know, prompt the CryptoPunk to put the cucumbers on, and what you're imagining is way crazier than anything Piv could ever depict. So that's how he's actually, you know, creating this. It's you see what I'm saying, Piv? Like this is the best depiction of drunkenness in NFTs. That's something a history professor would say too, or some professor.
I also like the one that came before. I think it was called Drinking Game. Is it not a reaction on it, or is it?
Oh, here we go.
Below? Yeah, this one.
So this is basically. So this is kind of a reference to the boy in reverse. This is like boy in reverse, basically.
Yeah, but it's funny that I don't think I knew this painting back then, but it's funny that we're still playing with the same things.
Well, notice I haven't even liked this yet. Okay, I'll like it now.
So
okay,
yes, it's
so we
very
got the
similar.
punk behind the bottle, which is incredibly dope, and still life meme. What else? Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, but that's I didn't like that much.
Okay,
But
drinking
this
game, right?
one,
This is funny. Yeah,
this is
this
drinking
is
game, like when someone has drunken a lot and starts to do this kind of things.
right. Like someone will put up two glasses to their eyes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sort of say like, "I'm the funniest guy ever. Look how funny and charming I am." And then they're really not being that, but then maybe they're actually aware they're not being that. Uh, yeah, but that's good. Lampshade on the head. Yeah, this is that's very funny. And if you oh, here we go. I mean, this is not actually what you're talking about here, but this is a great Simpsons meme. I'm watching every Simpsons episode from start to finish, so I've seen this one. They're at Duff Gardens. So little do you know, this is like who's that artist that has like the really precise Vermeer or something? It's like if you actually trace, the CryptoPunk's eye, like all this is completely anatomically correct. Like if you trace the eye and what it would look like Piv is, that kind of meme. Like this just looks like a quick thing, but it actually, because like how did you decide where the eye should go?
Yeah, just move it a little bit around, I think.
We just move it around and eyeball it. There's only
Yeah.
24 pixels.
Indeed, that's it.
Got the cigarette. So cute. Okay, here we go. Basement dweller, kind of also. And choose your weapon. Okay. So yeah, this is some great content here. Damn, how have I not licensed all of this thing? I did like this one.
The ring.
Yeah. Because I get all kinds of calls from like random people. I picked one up stupidly, and it was like, "We're Coinbase. There were a ton of withdrawals triggered. It's all over the place. You gotta call us back." I was like, Jesus, like, can't walk outside your house these days.
I also, if I get phone calls, it's mostly salespeople who like building products still, like for carpet or
Okay, well that's
not.
not scams, not super stressful.
No, not scams, but salesmen for yeah.
Okay, so should I mid journey a okay, so I'll say, what do I want to say? I want to say imagine, first of all I'm going to put on raw mode. I don't want this crazy mode anymore. Style medium 5.1 raw mode. Okay, so I'm going to say
I really liked the cigarette with the lipstick, by the way.
this is dope. Yeah, I think that's great. I think it also is very, drunk cigarette people like drinking reverse. So I'm just going to say, so what can it...
Did you see that I put the Morandi there? I saw a drawing by Morandi yesterday.
Where were you? I hope you weren't, in like the, in an art museum or something. Where was this?
In a small exhibition. So it was quite surprising that there was, but it's just a sketch. It's not a painting, but still, I don't think I ever saw.
What is this here in front of it? Is this two things? There's the jug kind of behind it.
Well, the one behind is the very typical. You know that there are so painted the same thing over and over again, and he lives like quite a small room. But then someone photographed all his objects, so you can see that actually. I'm gonna look this picture in the back. You can find it on these pictures.
Interesting. So, where's the other stuff for people on the pod? You got some other stuff here with the where's the? I feel like I scroll up. Here we go. So yeah, this is the good stuff. I mean, these are not actually Morandi, but this is basically Morandi, right?
This is basically Morandi. Yes. This is Midjourney Morandi.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is. I'd say this one in particular, right? Like this, to me, I mean, the top looks a little weird, I guess, but this is pretty good, right?
Yes, it's pretty good.
Have you ever seen this Goya painting? This didn't really work. I was trying to get men laughing and drinking as they repair a roller coaster.
Cool.
That
in the style of the Goya.
Yeah, I was trying to say, listen, everyday people, they do seem to be laughing. Okay, so yeah, all right. Well, here's another thing I want to try. Let me get into the put this in the group chat. I'm going to say all right, I'm trying to get people to join. Okay, so now we have the website, capsule21.com.
Yes.
The website. We worked on this, I guess, a little bit this week, the past week. I don't remember how we kicked it off, but this became a little bit of a project that we seem to have basically completed. So that's good, right? To sort of, because redesigning the website, let me just say this, it never happens. Everyone's like, yeah, we should redesign the website. And you're never going to do it, ever. It's just never a priority. But I wanted it to be cool looking, and so did you. So what do you think? How did it turn out?
Yeah, I'm happy. Looks good, yeah.
I mean, clickbait is sort of the star of the show, since now you can click it.
Yeah,
You couldn't do
clickbait.
before. Oh, this is an infamous clickbait. This is a great one. Ooh, the rosy cheeks, notoriously drunk meme there. Okay, we got this. Ooh, that's kind of a cool one. But what just happened here? I went to new tab. So that's clickbait.
Also,
clickbait.
the youngs look really good, I think, in it. Like you really see the texture of them.
Yeah, the way the background, the way these squares hit the background is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it kind of sort of blends in a little bit, but not so much. Yeah, so the Yunks look great here. What else looks good here? I love the cap and the Yunks. You gave, ooh, that's a nice looking me.
Yeah.
Who is that? Here's me. And you can create a me. You can put it. A lot of big names on this list. You can see the thing. Okay, no, this doesn't work if you don't have the bio. This kind of doesn't work. This is Piv with a new wallet. What? Is that true?
Which one?
It says this is Piv with a new wallet.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. So yeah, me is up here. You can do it. This was a huge pain to get right, and it's not even perfect now, but just like, we got the nice thing with the column spanning thing, like the big punk.
While we were doing this, let me. I have it here. I'm reading in this book. This book from David Hockney. They can't cancel spring. It's called. And
can't cancel spring.
While we were doing, they can't cancel spring. Yes. And while we were doing this website, he said that he really don't like white walls behind paintings. So he prefers them to have a color, so all the paintings are a bit tied together.
Ah,
and that's why I suggested to here also use this color and not the white one.
Well, especially because these have this background. The painting's having but no, it looks amazing. It looks like an art gallery now. I think Fashion at Punk's my first ever, and still pretty dope. It took me forever to settle on this background color too. So
yeah. I think you sent me 50 shades of background color.
I can't believe it, but glad I did.
Yeah.
It was kind of feels like, I was going for something premium. And then, of course, we have the browser. So, unfortunately, this is a white background, but maybe that's good. I don't know. It's blue background here. So this is finally a way. This is like a clone of what's in the Babylon game. But if you thought the Babylon font was too confusing, or you like light mode or whatever, you can now browse all the punks on Capsule 21. You can click away to Babylon.
Yeah.
So,
perfect.
What do we have? We got rosy cheeks, right? This is a notoriously drunk person trait.
All blush.
Yeah, all blush. So female. Okay, and then there is no. I promise women can't smile in this world, which is pretty stupid. So I guess we'll have to say okay. Frown. So this is like if you are drunk and you're upset. Like these are the prototypical upset. And so this fine guy right here. Can I do this? Here we go. This is the most. It's the end of the night. Your eyes are red. You're a zombie. You got the blush things. You're sad. This is
the most
kind of like the
ultimate drunk punk.
Yeah. And then if we go back here, I select smile. You can see now that shouldn't be that's the beginning of the night. So that shouldn't be the zombie. But let's see. What are some good?
Or the Albino, also quite sick already.
Ah,
Sick and
true. Yeah,
pale.
yeah, yeah. Pale. So that could be the end of the night. Two, but then what did we say? There's the messy hair. So yeah, so maybe this guy is he's happy, but he's had too much. So you get the idea. But what is a good hair for this? I mean, cowboy hat is kind of a funny party accessory, or it could be a real cowboy hat. A clown hair. I guess you could have the clown hair frown, drunk. What else? I guess there's the cat. The cat was just iconic accessory. It's kind of like college guy in this. So I think you could go with the smile here. You have the kind of college drunk guy. Look, none of these are minted, actually. Isn't that something? You really get a lot of options here. So
It's not changing on my screen now. It's still the.
oh, right. College guy. I have to keep remembering to do that. It's pretty annoying, but it's fine. So you have the I guess I don't remember what else I was playing with, but this is one. Oh, okay. So we got download poster. So what is Rosy Cheeks Smile? So how do we make a good poster here for drunk punks? How do we fill in the I guess we could have frown on there too.
So maybe no glasses because they've lost them all along the way.
Oh my god. I hate this. So what is there? That shows eyeshadows? None? Eyeshadow. Okay, so it's basically just this. And I guess you can have none in there. And so what else? I guess you should have something on your eyes, right? Because you put on makeup, you've gone out, you've partied. Why don't we I guess you can be a zombie, but I kind of want to make it human only.
Mm-hmm. The beanie is also kind of drunk.
Yeah. The beanie is good. So why don't we say beanie, none. What
Or
else?
just a whole lot of beanies, or is that too?
Do a whole what?
Just beanies?
Well, there aren't that many.
That's all? Oh, okay.
Or I guess with trait count 3, I could relax that. But yeah, no, not just beanie. No, yeah, beanie, none. What else could we have here?
Cowboy hat.
Gotta get knit in there, at least for the female punks.
I was just thinking, how are they called to YMCA, like with the police and the cowboy hat? And
Yep.
we could do a team like that one time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Indian,
smart.
there's no Indian in punks.
True. Yeah, what is the one? Right. Yes, of course. But there's construction worker. It's French. But yeah, police and cowboy.
Rich people, that's how they're called.
There was an episode of The Simpsons where Homer is in a barbershop band and they have to kick out Chief Wiggum because you can't have a police. You can't have a policeman. It's two village people. So what do we got here? Maybe this is too confusing to restrict the hair like this, because then if you go through, it's just like an insane number. Yeah, so maybe we just say whatever on the hair. And maybe this is, does the clown eyes look drunker? Like, does this look drunker? Can you see this? Does clown eyes green make you look drunker?
I think so, yes. They look quite drunk.
Right. But now what about this?
Because it's
this
like
looks drunk or less?
I think clown eyes more.
Okay, so yeah, let's say the clown eyes.
It's faded a bit.
There are really only two.
You have to switch it to see it on the screen.
Oh yeah, are there really only two clown eyes? Oh my god, the site sucks. Okay, these are the drunks. Looks pretty good. All right, download
maybe
poster.
without the face mask.
Face mask. Okay, that's it. Without the face mask, yeah, good call. It looks a lot better, more realistic. Okay, so now we have the drunks. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Pretty high quality, too. I can't believe how well this works. It's crazy. So what else? So we also said that we were going to do a theme on the Babylon one.
well, shouldn't be. Or do you want to make a second one?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it could be drunk punks. It's like
Yes.
now I restricted to 3 traits, but what if we had any number of traits? That's kind of too crazy. Should it be restricted in some way?
How many are there? There are a lot of, I think, or not. 3 trades. There are a
I was
lot.
looking at the 3 traits before because I thought that was like the essence of the concept. But I guess for the theme, let people do whatever they want. Wow. Sure, drunks. These look great. Okay. This medical mask thing. It's going to cost us. I guess it's just 3. It's just 4. Okay. Yeah. So screw it. Drunk punks. Clown eyes. Yeah, I think the clown eyes, rosy cheeks combination, and then no medical mask.
And a frown or a smile?
Or a nun.
Because
of females. But it would be nice to be able to say is, you can't do this. I get it. I know. It'd be nice to be able to say, okay, only for men this is required. But unfortunately, there is no way to say that. So it has to be for everyone. But, I mean, I think this guy looks pretty drunk. But then that's the cigarette to me, too. Oh, shit. You can't see this.
Yeah.
Like, that one looks pretty good. That scans to me as drunk.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, the rosy cheeks are really quite nice. Okay, so dope. So what else? So what do we got? I mean, I think we've pretty much covered it. We got the homepage done. Oh, by the way, you can look at our podcast. If you're watching this, you probably already know. So turn this podcast off. But if you're watching this, you should know that you can watch this here on the website that we just told you about. So stop what you're doing right now and go watch the latest episode of Captain William Podcast and go to the end where they're making important announcements. Yeah, you can watch all our episodes here. 37 episodes. This is 38. And what else can you do here? You can play Babylon. You can go to About.
On our shared screen here, it's still the punk.
Oh, right, of course. All right, so yeah, here we go. Is it's correct on the stream for the podcaster listeners, fans, the obsessive fans who I was talking about, but for you couldn't see it. So yeah, anyway, to rehearse this, here's the about. The truth is, I actually did not reread this about section when we put it back, just because I was just like, I don't want to dip back into like my state of naive idealism when we first put this together, basically, where I was like, yeah, everything's gonna be great, but everything is great, everything turned out great, but you know what I mean, like just that the that we were going to turn into Andy Warhol 2 and 3. You would be 2, but I would be 3. But we put out some cool stuff. I mean, what do you think? Does this still is this still accurate? Did Andy Warhol still collect? That hasn't been disproven.
What hasn't been disproven?
The first part of this, like, this is still true.
Yeah, indeed. And also, I still like the thing about putting things out and whatever. It's somewhere in there, I think.
Right. All projects are put together fairly quickly. Not true, but yeah. I mean, I guess that's the idea, right? Where you don't want to get caught.
That there was something about image week.
No, show me.
Did you
I did not see it. Yeah, hit me. Chat it to me.
I think it was an image from Prince. So the Warhol, I'll chat it to you. Yes. Basically, Andy Warhol lost a copyright case this week.
Oh, right. Wow. What good call. So basically, wow, I can't believe it's like the little Supreme Court. Wow, this is fascinating. So the idea is basically he copied lost his fight with celebrity photographer, faked the famed art user photo in a Silkscreen series. 7-2 ruling, so pretty much a slam dunk. Oh wow, this is just fascinating. So basically, she learned about it only after the death. Crazy. It served a commercial purpose. It was for the magazine. So fascinating. Yeah, can you just take someone's photo and make a silk screen without paying that? Yeah. So it's not pop art because it's commercial.
I told you he's painting in Belgium, I think. Like I made a version of it, the Belgian politician.
Yeah, the politician's head. The politician's head.
Yes, yes. It was also a newspaper, and I think they came to an agreement. It was.
Wow, fascinating. How do you know? How do you know? So what do you got? Are you sending me the other one? Or yeah, I guess the this is on punkism.
Oh.
Foundation, share this tab head. So this is Piv. Oh wow, everyday carry. Wow. Iconic. What do we have here? Where is this? The politician. Is that this? Yes, here we go. So Piv could go to jail for this NFT. No, he probably couldn't, but it is a.
I also sent you the.
How do I get back?
I sent you the photograph and the painting.
Right. So this is the photograph and the painting, and then the punk is this. I mean, does he really have messy hair? The guy? Or you just did that for legal reasons?
No, it was, but there are no punks with short gray hair.
Good move for legal reasons. Yeah, can you paint someone's photo? I mean, tough call.
Here they particularly the photograph was also cropped like that, so it was mostly that because it had this very typical crop. Like that was the main case, I think, where they.
Yeah,
if he would have cropped it like this from a entire photograph, it would have been something different, I think.
It's also a great photo, with the light and the sweat. But yeah, I mean, I feel like with the Midjourney thing, right? Like you can describe it now. You've seen that, right? How it's described. You can take an image, create a prompt, and use that prompt to generate something. And good luck with all this stuff. I don't know. It's just overwhelming. But yeah, it's it's confusing because it's much easier to look at it from the perspective of the person trying to use the work and think like, whatever, fair use, like I want to do my thing. But at the same time, how do you make money if you're taking pictures? I don't have a great solution, but I do think the punk is amazing, and you're probably safe for this one. Although he is looking that way. I think that is and you did crop it just right. I mean, it's a great one. Who owns this one?
Yeah,
Sold to anonymous. This person doesn't know what they have. Sitting on a gold mine. Okay, this is still the dopest one. Did this sell already? Oh my God, it's still available? 0.4 though, priced appropriately.
Which one?
This one. This is like your best work. This, kind of, captures like the, the chaos and the order. It's like random stuff arranged in a good way, but they're all pixels, and the pixels kind of blend in. Yeah, this one's amazing. Now, shouldn't it be rotated? Or no, the pipe needs to stand up.
Yeah, but I told you that I used this nesting software, so I let it do the work.
Right, but you still could have flipped it upside down at the end.
Yes.
Or mirrored it left to right, but you chose to use the. Could you fit those big shades? Could you swap the big shades and the eye mask in this? Like that could look cool, no? But it also looks cool the way it is. Big shades are a great one. I know. Don't second guess the machine.
But, yeah, you have to stop somewhere. I minted a couple of things without tweeting.
Oh, you minted this without tweeting it? Oh, no, this is from forever. No, what am I saying? Oh, this one. Nope. Where? What am I doing? Wait, I cannot use a website. So this you minted fairly recently, April. This one, most active, newest. Got this one in there. What's this one called? Oh, cursing punk. How do you create the ampersand there? Just hand drawn? Is that an ampersand? What is that actually?
That's an ampersand.
Now it's losing all meaning to me. Okay, yeah, percentage. Yeah, dollar sign. Where's dollar sign?
It's out of the screen. The dollar sign.
It's more. The thing I'm imagining is better than the real one. So it's actually Yeah, the dollar sign is an iconic one, probably harder to draw, but so it's half empty punk, and based on the price of gas, it will be fuller or more. You know, that's the way I used to think. You know, now I just think whatever. No, I don't know. You know, you can write these little cute computer programs on the blockchain. It's kind of cool. So back to this. I know, share the tab and said 100% on chain. I might delete the 100%.
Yeah, that's also not true anymore.
True. It's true. No, you know, default punks are a little, but it's also on. It's stored on there. I think that's true of all these.
Mm-hmm.
And Vertigo punks, likewise, you
Vertigo.
can generate them from the chain. So yeah, I think we stuck to that. Babylon, obviously. All projects are derivative. Is that true? I guess Me was less derivative. I mean, this is the address, but it's sort of more of an original idea. Still life's also, you know, obviously in conversation with the history, but not as derivative. I mean, everything else is punks basically. So damn, Mamo Me really underappreciated.
Yeah, we should maybe do something with this swapping. The swapping was quite nice.
Oh right, the swapping, but it's too much gas. The blockchain dream. Yeah, you can't. Let's see what's happened here. Yeah, I minted some good ones with this one too, but how do you see? Has anyone done anything on the contract recently? Okay, 19 days ago, someone transferred something in. Wait, they bought it from the NFTX vault. What? This is swapping. It's amazing. Oh, sorry. This person bought it. So the swapping happened, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This person swapped it on the Mamo Me. Oh, that doesn't seem to have worked. Anyway, they bought it. I actually have no idea what happened here. Blockchain. No, they did not. What? They called safe transfer from, and then how did all these other tokens get transferred? It's a Zap. This is it does seem like an FTX, but and then one sold on Blur. Wait, that's a default punk? What? Very confusing how the blockchain works. Can't recommend it.
Have we seen everything from the website? Maybe you should have a look at the default punks. We haven't clicked on this one.
Yes, the defaults look great big.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, right, but it's a zombie. Here is our extended text, which would be nice to get on there. Yeah, let's refresh and see if we can get an alien.
Oh, and we haven't said that if you click on them, you go to OpenSea.
Yeah, everyone's favorite marketplace. Here it is. Default punk 0. It's an ape. That's funny.
And you own it probably.
No.
This
person does. Person has some good stuff. But what was the path here? Well, they minted it. How on earth did they get that? Now they're selling it for 0.1. Maybe I should buy that. That's literally default punk 0. It's the grail of the entire collection. The one that started it all. Looks great. Sort of on chain. You can do this to get it, but it's basically on chain. Oh, I wasn't even showing you. It's this person. But it's nice to see them all too. So it's like OpenSea, you know, we still have to respect the OpenSea. They give you a good way of seeing it all.
Yeah.
But for us, you get the more impactful, impressionistic account of it, which is also good.
It's
but
good to
this
have
is a great collection. You need both. You can't try to be better than OpenSea.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a classic one. Looks so weird.
Aliens.
Vape. Yeah. Orange side. Wow. Big price. Can't do it. All right, I'll sign the request. Should I do it? 466 sales, not bad. Creator, you. Wow, what do I have here? I have some Babylon stuff. I have my clickbait. I have my stuff here. Wow, look at my cyberfunks. What's my activity? Oh yeah, minting Vertigo punks to test the system. That's basically what Vertigo punks have been.
This is actually the use case of.
Yeah, you have to have one thing, because otherwise you can't redesign the website. Because how can you redesign the website without testing it? And so you can't do it. What did I do here? I sold my ENS, and yeah, well, it'll be fun to maybe I should get one of these Dove things. How do I do that? All right, let's see. I make a collection offer 0.005. All right, come on. Someone's going to capitulate. All right, making the offer. You better capitulate, you mother people. Okay. All right, dope. Well, we could keep going down memory lane here, but I think we have a pretty good website. Now it just gets to chill. I also like it's like pretty fast. Like it's if you click from one thing to the next, it's like, boom, boom. Whoop, that's bad. I want you to different site. Boom, boom. You go to this thing. You go to this thing. It's all like pretty fast, which is nice versus the way it was before. And it was fun to learn web design. All right, let's call it. Good job. We had a fun podcast episode. This has been the Caps 21 podcast, episode number 38. Sip and sell. How to go from Botticelli to blockchain in 1 hour and 19 minutes. That's what you have just done. If you've seen this, if you're watching this, the good news is you are next. And the also good news is that we are next week coming at you with another episode of the Caps 21 podcast, an episode a week. Until we're dead, we're not going to stop. I know you want us to stop. We're not going to do it. Don't even try. You can keep trying if you want. As you wish. As you wish. See you next week. Caps 21 out.